Yep. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. We're starting out in the garage today because we are working on the Saturn Sky, but the really wrecked Saturn Sky. If you didn't see it too much in the video from last night, let me show you. Take a little walk around. We'll go a little bit more in depth here because this thing is nice. This thing is going to change our lives. As you can see, she has got a little bit of extra character in the back, rear-ended extremely hard. And then also, I think it was rear-ended and then pushed into the car in front. So we actually left the hood with the guy we bought it from because it was so smashed. There was just nothing you could ever do with it. The biggest issue right now, well, one, we got this air box that is in several pieces. We did not take that apart. That's how it was. Engine runs, transmission runs. It is a 6-speed? Is it a 5-speed or a 6-speed? 5-speed. All right. Battery is dead. This wheel is where we're having our most issues. I'm going to try to either pull this wheel or something here and get that tie rod straightened out so we can at least move it, because right now you have no steering at all. As you can see, this wheel is straight. That wheel is quite turned. So we're going to jack it up, but I do see one problem we're going to have here, and that is there is a key that I don't have to get these lugs off. And I don't have any of the hammer-on lug removers, so it's going to be a problem. Now, what we're really using this car for, if you didn't know, is the other Saturn Sky that we have. I'll link that video up here. It's a Copart one, and it's smashed in on this rocker panel and this door. So we're going to pull this door off, too. I don't know if we're going to get to that today or not. And then cut out this rocker panel probably here and take it off at the front and replace it on the other car. It's even the same color, so it really worked good for that. So right now, I'm going to just start pulling some parts off and things here. I'm going to try to find, I really got to find this key for these wheels if I want to get that tie rod straightened out. So by myself today, it's a little tougher to film and everything, but I'll try to get as much footage as I can. So we got the 4 bolts off this guy, because this guy just doesn't, it's going to fly off anyways. So this is how we're going to remove this guy. Just like that. I wonder if I can straighten this up enough to get it to close later. I don't know. We'll have to see. These just go to the XM module up there, so those are just going to get cut. So I took that off so that I could actually get the top up without having to hold both, and then I could look in here and see if I found the key for those wheels. And, well, there's just tree stuff. There's no key. So that means that, well, probably can't take any of the wheels off until I get one of those hammer-on, the ones that grab. I don't know what you call them, honestly. I have no idea. But yeah, those ones you hammer on to take those types of lugs off. But I'm going to replace this battery quick. And then I think I'm just going to turn the wheel and try to put a big pry bar in there and pry that tie rod at least to somewhat of a straight inflection. Look at that pretty new battery sitting in there. It's actually close to the right size, width-wise, but then it's supposed to be flipped around the other way. The terminals were opposite, so I just had to flip it around and then secure it down real good. Let's start her up, and then we can turn the wheel to see a little bit more of this tie rod end. Let's see if she starts. Okay, here's an awesome little fact. This thing only has 43,000 miles. Let's see if it comes up here. Well, it might in a second, but here, yeah, 43,000 miles. Let's see. Starts right up. Saturn Sky. I dig it. Door jar. 43,000 miles. That is crazy low. And it sounds like it too. I mean, the engine's real quiet and everything. So I'm just letting her run here for a little bit, make sure everything's okay. Actually, I should probably check the oil. Probably shut it off, check the oil. But there's our tie rod end. If you can't see it, there she is, and that is supposed to be straight, if you're not familiar with what a tie rod end is supposed to look like. So I'm going to put a big pry bar in there and see if we can get her fixed up a little bit. Alright, so I tried something that was kind of stupid, but actually worked pretty well. I got bent, now it's a little bit the other way. but the wheel's actually starting to turn now with the other wheel, so that's good. I just put a jack stand under there and then let the car down on it, and it actually took a fair amount of the bend out. Now it's kind of in the wrong place, but now I think I can get the pry bar in there to do it. So that kind of worked. By the way, if you're watching this, don't do this. This is a bad idea. Don't drive on it, anything like that. This is just to move it around in my garage and stuff a little bit easier. Well, we did get her straightened up here. Check this out. I consider that to look pretty good, considering I think it might be bent up in here too. But we do have one problem, and that is I started to actually split the inner tie rod end. So I don't know that this one would be a great one to like go driving on. But it'll work around for the little, work for the little bit of stuff we need to do. Well, we got that straightened up, at least enough to go for a little drive, just a little drive. Like I said, don't drive on these, but it's I'm not gonna go. I'm actually gonna be careful because it really is that tie rod's just hanging on by a thread. So I just want to see how it shifts and stuff like that. See if the engine, transmission, all that stuff seems to be working okay. Check out my air cleaner. So I was just gonna let the air cleaner off, the filter off. Well, the filter was there, but the air box was completely destroyed, as you saw. So I just wrapped a t-shirt around here just to keep at least a little bit of the stones or rocks or whatever. Oh, there's part of the air box too. I'm going to get rid of that. So it didn't start a second ago, so this ground I had to take off. I took off a bunch of this stuff here, all those things, and it was grounded to that. So I'm hoping that's the reason. The other reason it may not have started is those guys right there are definitely ripped right off. So, but I think that was before, so it should start. Yep, it was just that ground. All right, so we're ready to pull out here on this little first drive. And oil was good. Checked that. My steering wheel's at this angle to go straight. It's definitely like fighting. I think it needs an alignment, maybe a little bit. I'm just gonna go up the road about a 3/4 of a mile or something here, and then turn around. It's all over the place on the road, I will tell you that for certain. So, yeah, it's a handful to drive. All right, we're gonna have to get some new tie rod ends and some stuff if we want to make this a drivable car, which I will talk to you about in just a little bit when I get back. We are back, and the test drive went fairly well. Ran really good. The steering is all over the place. It is sketchy. So, yeah, we're probably gonna need like a power steering rack or something like that, because it's just a little bit scary. I don't want to go more than about 10-15 miles an hour. But engine, transmission all run like a boss. I'm gonna pull the doors off because we need that passenger door anyways, and weight reduction. Gotta have that weight reduction. These doors come off pretty easy. They just connections right there. 4 bolts, 2 there, 2 there, and 1 little pop clip that goes in there. And then we should be able to lift it right off. And just like, and just like that, we are gotten the doors off the Saturn. They're sitting over there. I gotta throw that trunk lid out there. We are going to take the top out of here too, because the top is actually good. That's going to go up for sale on Craigslist, Facebook, whatever. Nobody uses Craigslist anymore. For sale on Facebook Marketplace. If you have a Sky and need a top, this top is actually in really good shape. It's a little dirty, but no rips, tears, anything like that. It's pretty nice. So yeah, that's kind of our progress for the day. Pretty excited. I even cleaned up those wheels there a little bit. So this is the start of the Saturn Sky go-kart, whatever we're going to do with it. I don't even know yet. I don't even know. Project car, though, and I guess it's like even sort of a part of the Saturn Sky rebuild for the other one, but less of that, so don't even worry about that. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Tune in for more. Have a great day.